Well, week two's over, and thank God we got Cleveland coming to town. Don't jump out of any windows. It's only 2 weeks in the season, and quite frankly, the Vikings were a little better than I thought they were last week. They could have won in Chicago. You know, the NFL is close. You know, every game is going to come down to the last drive, the last play, the last quarter, and you got to win those games. And, you know, everybody wants to talk about Christian Ponder this and Christian Ponder that. Well, if our defense could have held and the rain was coming down and kept them out of the end zone, we win that game. I really thought that the Vikings were a better team than the Bears. And certainly Jay Cutler did everything that he possibly could to help us win. Cutler made plays that veteran quarterbacks shouldn't make. I mean, it was just the time he fumbled and we recovered and ran it back 64 yards. He was just uncomfortable in the pocket, and he just gives us a touchdown. Then he goes down and drives down to the 1 yard line. He's got first and goal, and he throws a pass. I don't mind throwing a pass if I'm a quarterback, but I'm going to be safe with the ball. But he throws a pass into traffic from the 1 yard line and gets it intercepted. He did everything to help us. And we didn't come away with the win. You know, in the last drive, in most games, a lot of games would be determined by the last drive. Our offensive drive or our defense keeping the other team out of the end zone. And, you know, we didn't stop them. Rain was coming down. They needed to make a touchdown, and Cutler made a great throw. But we got to keep them out of the end zone in those situations. But Ponder, everybody wants to talk about Christian Ponder. Is he good enough? Is he the quarterback of the... He's the quarterback we got now. We got to support him. We got to help him. We got to pull for him because we got no other alternatives. And I really saw some good things from him. I saw him using his legs. He can run. If you can run, Peyton would love to be a runner like Christian Ponder. He'd love to have the legs of Christian Ponder, and he would use them. And you could use them to pick up a first down, which he did. Buy some time. Help your offensive line out. Use some bootlegs. Make the threat of the run a real threat. He threw short passes. I thought he made some improvement in throwing the short passes and moving the ball and moving the chains. Football is all about moving the chains and letting the big play come to you. What does that really mean? Well, what it means is that if you dink and dunk here and there, it frustrates the defense. Defensive linemen cannot get a pass rush on you. They're frustrated that they can't get there because you get the ball out before they get started. You have a high percentage passes going, so the secondary is getting a little frustrated, so they start crowding the ball. And when they crowd the ball, you throw it over their heads. Pretty simple. And you don't have to make great throws in doing that. And I saw a little progress by Christian Ponder in doing that. I think this team is better than last year's team. I think this team's pretty good. And we got Cleveland coming in, and Brandon Wheaton's not going to be playing. And not that makes a lot of difference, but this is a game we have to win. We don't want to go 0-3. We want to protect our home field advantage. We want to get started, but our division, Green Bay's good. Green Bay's got a good team. I think they're the third best team in the NFC. I think Seattle, San Francisco are the two best, and I think Green Bay is next. But Chicago, I think we're better than Chicago. I think we're better than Detroit. I think we can win at home, and we can win a couple of games on the road and win 9 or 10 games and get into the playoffs. Then who knows what's going to happen? This is not a bad team we have. This is a pretty well-balanced team. We're a little better on defense than I thought we were going to be. We always, Jared Allen and the pass rush is going to be good. We got some new players that are playing pretty good. Offensive line's holding up pretty good. And, of course, we got the big horse, Adrian Peterson, is always great. I like the receivers. I think we're better at the receiver position than we've been. We've got some speed out there. We got some size out there. We got a tight end that I like to see us use a little more. Kyle Rudolph is an all-pro tight end, and tight ends are the sexy guys in the offenses today. Everybody's got one. Jimmy Graham down in 6'7" down in New Orleans, and then they got a new one, former basketball player playing at Denver, and so tight ends are mismatch. Kyle Rudolph's a mismatch. He's a big, strong tight end who can run, and we need to get him the ball. Spread that ball around and have a big game against Cleveland. Get that first victory. That first success, and then all of a sudden the pressure lifts and everybody can play a little freer, and the fans, you're not going to be quite as harsh on everybody. And stay off of Christian Ponder. He's our quarterback. We got to depend on him. I know Matt Castle's there, but Matt Castle's not the answer for this team. He's a very good backup quarterback. If something happens to Christian, he gets hurt, Matt Castle could come in and play. But Christian Ponder is our quarterback. Needs your support. And cheer for him. Don't boo him. Tell him how much you love him. It'll help his ego. It'll help his confidence. If he has a little more confidence, he might be able to play a little bit better. I hope we can win this one. Think we will.